welcome to my video. I hope that you're all having a great week so far, and I'm finally here to share the project that I did to use up the rest of my She's Magic collection. In a previous video I shared when I made the cute little pockets using the scraps from this collection. So I made these pockets here and these cute little ones here. So I used some of the scraps that I had left over after pretty much using up the rest of the collection. I'll link it here if you missed it. But I wanted to show you these really fun junk journals that I decided to make with the rest of the collection. So the first project I made with this were the cards and envelopes. I'll link that up here too in case you missed it. And then I made the junk journals, and I'm going to be doing the tutorial here in this video. And then again, those pouches and cute little pockets that I use my scraps with. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I created these two junk journals, and I made a kit for another one that we're going to be doing here on video. It's going to be a super easy tutorial. So let me just show you. This one here is completely done, decorated, and stuffed with goodies. And it is super cute and chunky. I just love this bird paper that I used. So we're going to flip through this one in a second. And then this one, so this one's kind of naked still. And then again, we're going to be doing a full tutorial here on video. So let me show you my completed one. Okay, so again, I just used the beautiful She's Magic collection, and this is nighttime, by the way, so I've got just the studio lights on, no natural light. It's after work. My husband and I just ate dinner, and I decided to come in here and film. So I think it looks so pretty collaged on there, and then I just added a few little stickers. So this is my junk journal. Okay, so there's the cover, and then you open it up, and I gave you a little sneak peek in my last video of this. This is one of those cute pockets, and I just stuck in some ephemera from the collection. You can write your little note on here or whatever for the person that you're going to give this to. So again, I did a tutorial for these pockets in that video, and I just added some stickers. Here I add a little strip of this paper just to reinforce that edge, since it is just one sheet of paper. And then I just have a doily here, and you'll see throughout this junk journal I use scrapbook paper and a bunch of different items that I upcycled. So, and then I added washi like this. I love how it looks, just randomly on a few pages. So the scrapbook paper looks so nice because it's double-sided. And then I did add some really nice bright premium printer paper. It's like 28 pound. And then I just add stickers, and then you can journal around the stickers. This is some of my favorite paper. I did a spring farmhouse magazine. So then I used some of this like stationery decorative ledger paper. And these coffee dyed envelopes are so cute. I didn't copy dye them myself though. I did order them. So I just put in some little journaling cards, and then it makes a pocket down here. Put in some little ephemera pieces, and this is just super cute. I put all kinds of different stuff in here. More scrapbook paper. This is the children's book page, and I put this pretty pastel yellow just notebook paper with some washi. Here's another one of my favorite pages. It's a page out of a really beautiful catalog. I used Bella Grace, Daphne's Diary, and Willow and Sage. And I read them cover to cover, and then I use the pages. I love those publications. This is just a paper bag, and I put in some cute journaling cards inside. Just decorated it. And then here's some more, like a little cluster down here. And this is just white paper, and I made a cute pocket. If you follow me on Instagram, I did a little sneak peek of this a few days ago. And this is this is from the Willow and Sage magazine, and I made it into ephemera. So this is just a rosemary mint salt spray. Here's the cute little paragraph about it, and then the recipe for it. And I made this into ephemera, and I just backed it on this pretty scrapbook paper, and it goes right here in the pocket. And then here's some more scrapbook paper. Here's a piece out of Bella Grace, and I just love this image here. And I put a sticker that says collecting memories. I used some graph paper and just put some washi on there. More of that yellow paper, more scrapbook paper, a vintage music sheet. This is an adult coloring page. And then I love using the junk mail envelopes. This one has a little window here. I just added washi and a sticker, and then of course it makes a pocket. I love using old Happy Planner pages, and I just love the font, and you can just, you know, paint over that, or you can just put journaling spots or pictures, but it makes a really nice, thick, sturdy page for your junk journal. Here's a little short page made out of scrapbook paper. More from the Willow and Sage magazine, and I put a little label down there. And then I just clipped in some fun little die cuts here on some scrapbook paper. And this is the folder in the middle of the journal, and I just stuck in some cut aparts from the collection, and then more up here with this cute chubby paper clip and some seam binding. Here's my stitching down the middle. And then we have this side with the other side of the Bella Grace magazine. Or this is the other side of that Willow and Sage magazine, and the other side of the Happy Planner page. And of course the envelope. So this one has some, and this is the other side of the coloring page, and of course the music sheet with a little label down here. So I just think this was so fun. Somebody wrapped something for me in this wrapping paper, and I saved it, and I just love how vibrant and springy it is. So I just made a cute little pocket out of it with a label on that graph paper on both sides. Then here's the other side of the Bella Grace magazine, which has all these inspiring stories all over it. More scrapbook paper. Here's the other ephemera that I made. This is, I made this out of a Bella Grace magazine, and this is my favorite poet, and her name is Victoria Erickson, and this is a quote that she had in one of the Bella Grace magazines. So, so, so beautiful. And then I made it into ephemera, of course. And then I just sealed the pocket here with some washi. Here's the other side of the paper bag. Another little journaling card in there. More of that catalog. So this is super easy. You can just use what you have around your house. And I love that page. And I put a sticker on there. The other side of that coffee dyed envelope. I will link these below. I got them on Amazon, and I know, so it's not my coffee dyed envelope. I think they're really pretty and fun to use in junk journals. Ledger paper and the Farmhouse magazine. I just made a side pocket on this one with some scraps of the paper. Put some of that in there. And then here's this cute little girl here I cut out. I put a paper clip up there, and I just put in an envelope that I made out of the paper. Added a label. Here's that doily. I made one of these cute pockets in the back as well, and I just added some journaling cards in there. So that's my junk journal. I really love how it turned out. I love all the bright, cheery colors. And again, here's the one that's kind of naked. I haven't decorated this one really. So there's this one, and here is that one. So let me show you how to make one of these. They're super easy. So for the double-sided scrapbook paper, you're going to cut 3 pieces down to 8.5 by 11 and just fold it in half and round the corners. So I've got this pretty one, this one here, and this one. And then for the cover, this one needs to be cut down to, it's going to stay 12 inches wide, and then cut this down to 8 3/4. So it's going to be just a bit bigger, so all these can fit inside of it and nothing will hang off the sides or off the top and bottom. So again, 3 pieces that measure 8.5 by 11, folded in half, and then this one here measures 8 3/4 by 12. So this sheet of paper here measures 11 by 12. So it's 11 inches wide by 12 inches long. So then what I did is I just scored it in half at 5.5, like this. And then I turned it this way on my scoreboard and I scored it in at 8.5 because of course you still want it 8.5 by 11. And then that's what makes the pocket here. So this closed up still measures 8.5 by 11, and this is going to be the middle folder in your junk journal. So I just need to glue these pockets down. So I'm going to show you how to assemble this super easily and quickly. I got all the pages in the order that I want to put them in the book, and I have my cover set to the side. So I'm going to do the doily first, and then I'm going to bring in a piece of scrapbook paper. You want to remember that this is going to be your opening page, so you want it to kind of coordinate with that cover. So when you first open it, it's like pleasing to the eye. So anyway, the doily first. You open up the doily, put the scrapbook paper inside, and then in the order you want this, you just keep putting all the pages inside each other. So I've already got them in the order I want. So next I'm going to do a white piece of copy paper, a magazine page, and that's a beautiful image. Then one of these ledger sheets, and I just keep putting them in and then opening them up inside each other. So this one I'm going to actually glue down like this as a pocket, but I'm just going to leave it like this for now. It's going to be flush with the bottom. Then I have a piece of scrapbook paper next, the little yellow notebook pad sheets, a happy planner sheet. Then I'm going to stick in that copy dyed envelope on the very bottom. Another beautiful magazine page. More scrapbook paper. The vintage music sheet is next. Then we've got graph paper. And then we'll do another copy paper. More scrapbook paper. Then I'll do that bag in the middle. So before I fold this paper bag in half, instead of having a pocket here and here, like on the sides, I like to do this. I like to seal this whole entire thing up. So I'm going to actually run my ATG gun on the flap and close this up. So now it's completely closed, and then I'm going to fold it in half. So that can be the front right there. And then I'll just take my scissors and I'll just cut a little sliver off the top because I like my pockets to be top loading. Okay, so I've got the little sliver off the top, and now I'm just going to take my circle punch and do some pull notches so they look like true pockets. And now this is going to be incorporated into your album with top loading pockets. And then I think the vellum sheet would look really good against that. So I'm doing a piece of vellum instead of the coloring page in this one. And then we've got another magazine page. This one's a little smaller. Another one of these ledger stationery sheets. And then another one of these cute little short pockets, but this one I won't make into a pocket. I'll just make it like a little flippy page. So I'll stick it in the middle. We've got another yellow notebook page, more happy planner paper. Then I'm going to stick this envelope in the middle, the little window one. I think I'll do it this way though. Yeah, that looks really cute. And then another graph sheet. And I'm going to decorate these with washi and stickers and stuff. More copy paper. And then our middle page is our folder. So we've got all of these stacked inside each other. I'm going to move the doily for now so I can get these all stacked up and straightened. So now let's see if they all get nestled in here, if they hang out, or if it works out. So see, that's why the cover needs to be a little bit bigger, and that worked out perfectly. And then you just want to straighten these all out. Don't forget the doily. We got to stick that in there. Alright, so then just put that back in the cover and get these all nice and straight. You're going to have a little bit of slack on the sides and the top and bottom since we made it a little bigger. But I just had these in my stash. and I like to use these. So then I'm just going to clip one up here. And now you kind of are ready to sew this together. Okay, so I put this in the middle of this book, and I've already poked this hole because I thought I was filming, but you're going to do a hole near the top. Make sure it goes through all your pages, and then one near the middle, and then of course one down here at the bottom. That's what this book does. It helps you have somewhere to poke that in. Alright, so now we've got it through all the pages. We don't need this book anymore. I'm using this needle here and some embroidery floss or some wax thread or whatever you have. So I think some people say do enough for 2 lengths of the book, but I always do 3 just to be sure. I am no professional at this. I'm kind of would consider myself a beginner as well. So there are many pamphlet stitch tutorials out there, and actually I'll post a couple of them below, some of my favorites that I learned from, so that way you can go over and watch those too. So we have a little bit of slack on here, and we're going to start in the middle hole and go from the inside out through all the pages. So here's our needle, and we're just going to leave like a little slack here, and I like to just tuck it right under this paper clip to keep it from coming out of that hole. Okay, so now we have our first string through the middle hole. Then I'm just going to take it on the outside and put it through the top hole from the outside and through all those pages again. Just make sure you're pulling it so that is nice and straight. So there's our first stitch. Okay. Then you take it all the way. This is the part that I'm going to do different. I'm going to take it all the way down to the bottom. So now we're sticking it from the inside out, pulling that. So now that stitch is tight on the inside. Then you're going to stick this back through the middle hole and pull that needle through. Tail right here, and then the one with the needle. So you can just pull the needle out now. And now you've got 2 strings here and then 1 stitch down the middle. So make sure that each one is on either side of the one down the middle, and then just tie this off. And make sure you're good on the outside. So I like to tie this in a couple, maybe 3 tight knots. And there it is. You can leave some of this hanging down for a charm. I'm just going to go ahead and snip it off. So now we have our journal all stitched together with a pamphlet stitch. And it looks nice and clean on the outside. It looks really cute. So now it's the moment of truth. Take off the paper clips. And we're going to see if this comes together and stays together. This looks so cute. I really love how that turned out. You might want to bring your stitch a little bit higher. I did it a little bit low on this, so this part didn't get really any stitching, but you can put yours a little bit higher than I did. But here's our little flip through of our junk journal. It was so easy. You just find pages in your stash, and this is just beautiful. I love how this turned out. You can seriously use anything you have. Just use a bunch of white paper. If you don't have much scrapbook paper or any type of like junk mail or vintage sheets of any sort, just go through old magazines, use a bunch of copy paper. You can decorate those pages and it'll turn out super cute. Like I said, use whatever you have. I have this like school graph paper I'm using, and then just of course a bunch of scrapbook paper. So I just think this turned out super cute. Here's the other side of all of our pages. It looks so good with the scrapbook paper. It's a great way to use a bunch of scrapbook paper. And there we go. That's our cute little junk journal. So I'm excited to be able to decorate these 2 now, stuff them with all kinds of scraps and cut aparts from this collection. I've got these journaling cards here. I have so many more little scraps and cut aparts that I can use from this collection. and I'll fill these journals up, decorate them, put stickers and washi tape like I did with this one, and add little clips and stuff, and I cannot wait. And then I even have my magazines I can flip through to make ephemera. I cut this out because I think it was so pretty, and there's like a little recipe that goes with this, and I can make ephemera out of that, and then I'll glue my pockets down. But I just wanted to show you the basic construction of these fun junk journals, and anybody can do it. Get out your scrapbook paper. It's a great way to use it up, and I will be posting final pictures of these two along with this one on my Instagram in the next couple days so you can see how they turned out. I had so much fun creating these. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more simple, fun projects like this. Thanks again so much, everybody, for all your support and for watching my videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!